marked canvas. I have lives.
What's up guys? So in this video I'm going to be showing my setup for the PlayStation 5 Pro for streaming. Basically the same as the PlayStation 4, just with slight modifications and without the Mayflash Magic S Ultimate adapt, because the DualSense controller connects directly to the PlayStation 5 Pro. So exactly like PlayStation 4 Pro, there's two ways of streaming. You can stream directly from PlayStation 5 Pro console, where you have to link up your Twitch and YouTube account, and you can broadcast live directly from the console. The only issue with that one, same as PlayStation 4 Pro, is you have limitations. It's very simple. Just the camera, if you have the PlayStation camera, which I do, and that's it. To customize it fully, you need to use a livestream service, and it's a subscription-based service. And that one you can customize the scenes, the overlays, exactly like you do on OBS with the custom alerts, and also get multi-stream to different platforms. The only caveat is it's a paid subscription. It is something I'm thinking about doing in the near future as a backup, but right now mainly I just want to set up the PlayStation 5 Pro with my MacBook Pro M3 Mac through OBS Studio. So in order to do that, I need to use the Elgato HD60 X so I can capture gameplay and then display it on the MacBook Pro M3 Mac. So the same as the PlayStation 4 Pro, so you need to toggle off the HDCP option that it's turned on by default. So in order to start streaming to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube using a game capture card, you need to disable the HDCP on the PlayStation 5. How you disable it is you go to settings, go to settings, you go down to system, then you go to HDMI. And it says this option, enable HDCP, you want that off. So now that it's off, so disabling the HDCP is gonna make it possible to display gameplay off the Elgato HD60 X game capture card. So for the PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm gonna be using the official Sony 3D Pulse headset as my headset, so I can hear the gameplay. So I could also chat with my team. So I can link up the audio from the game chat to the Elgato HD60 X that runs through OBS Studio. Exactly the same setup as the PlayStation 4 Pro. I need the Elgato Link Pro to connect my headset and then connect the output of this one to the Elgato HD60 X. That way I get both the audio and the game chat audio, so I can hear it on the actual headset too. You need to set up the second controller as a guest, so you plug in the aux to the controller you're gonna use, and then, so in this case, the regular DualSense controller is going to be the controller that I'm going to get the audio feed from. The controller I'm going to be using is going to be the DualSense Edge controller. I have the Midnight Black, and then I have the white version one. So this one has the adapted trigger and everything, so it feels way better than the regular one. My PlayStation 5 Pro, I've done a couple upgrades to it. I added the CD drive to it. Apparently the Pro didn't come with a CD drive, it was just digital. And I also upgraded the SSD. So the new SSD that I have installed on PS5 Pro is the Western Digital Black 4TB M.2 SSD. So I have a lot of storage to play all the games. So this is the audio setup for the PlayStation 5. Practically the same as the PS4 Pro. The only difference is that I'm going to be using the regular DualSense as the audio one, as opposed to the PS4 Pro. I use DualShock 4 controller as the audio one. This end of the wire goes to this controller. This one, the female part, connects to the wire here. Then both signals are mixed and they're inputted together into the Elgato HD60 X. Then for playing on the PS5, I'm going to be using these two interchangeably. Especially if this one runs out of battery, then I switch to this one, or vice versa. This is the PlayStation DualSense Edge controller for the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. So same as the PlayStation 4 Pro, I use the AudioQuest 2.1 HDMI cable for 8K resolution. So this is the initial setup for the PS5 Pro. So for the audio, you have the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller would be the second controller that will be running as a guest controller, and from there we'll get the audio from the game, and then the headset is connected through this connection. So from the Elgato Chat Link Pro, you're gonna get the game chat audio coming from the headset, and you're also gonna get the gameplay audio coming from the controller, and all that gets mixed together and gets synced up to the Elgato HD60 X. So for the Elgato HD60 X, we have the same setup as the PS4 Pro. So this one is the input for the HDMI, which it's the HDMI that's connected to the PlayStation 5 Pro. So this HDMI is the output that goes to the TV or monitor. Right now it's not connected to anything. And then the middle one is a certified Thunderbolt 5 cable that's connected to the MacBook Pro M3 Max here. And then this USB-C port is the connection for the Insta360 Link 2. The MacBook is running OBS Studio like I did for the PS4 Pro. I'll be using the DJI Mic 2 receiver as the input audio. As you can see here on OBS Studio, picking up audio from the DJI Mic 2 transmitter that's being transmitted to the receiver. I'm going to be using that as an external mic. And then I have the charger to charge the controllers. You have the PlayStation 5 Pro. You have the dongle for the 3D Pulse headset. You have the HDMI cable that connects to the Elgato HD60. So I'm going to be using the DualSense Edge controllers to play games. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can hear any audio because I don't see any audio being displayed on OBS Studio. Just external mic that I have. So before you configure the Elgato HD60, I unplugged both HDMI cables and just left the Thunderbolt cable that connects to the MacBook Pro, just so I could configure it. So the issue that I encountered right now was that I was not getting any audio from the Elgato HD60 when I pre-recorded through OBS Studio. So I was getting audio feed on the headset, but in the actual recording, I got no sound. So I looked up online and I needed to go to the Elgato 4K capture and configure the Elgato HD60 X so it could listen to the analog audio. So the Elgato 4K captured app is only available for Windows. So I'm running Parallels Virtual Desktop running Windows 11 Pro Canary channel because I'm part of the Insider Preview program. So once it connects, you just go to Settings, you open Settings, then you go to Device, and you change this one to Analog Audio. So by selecting Analog Audio, the Elgato HD60 X is listening to the analog audio coming from the Chat Link Pro. So you just hit Apply and then okay, and it should be already configured. So I think that worked because now it shows that I'm getting audio from the DJI Mic 2 and that I'm also getting audio from the Elgato HD60 X. Before it wasn't showing anything. So this is my setup with everything connected. As you can see in OBS Studio, I'm getting the video feed that's showing on the TV here. So now I'm gonna be connecting the second controller. So same thing that I did for the PS4 Pro, I need to connect this as a guest user. So we're not signing in, just quick play. That's connected as guest 1. For the guest 1, we need to connect the aux cable to this. So now that's connected, all the audio feed from the gameplay is going to be heard to the headset. So I'm connecting the DualSense controller to the PlayStation 5 so I can charge it, because what I've noticed right now is like I'm not using it so it falls asleep. So I'm going to see if having it plugged in, it won't fall asleep. But once this falls asleep, then it mutes all the audio. And then you have to turn it back on and press here to unmute it. And if I can avoid that from the beginning, it'll be better. So I want to be playing several games, just regular RPG games, and then ones that you have to go online. I want to test this out and hash everything out before I start streaming, because when I start streaming, I want to have everything run smoothly.
on the road. Hostile Semtex.
Gain the advantage now.
Target down. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your... Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Target down. Marks remaining.
Double points.
Always aim for the nothing. Remaining.
I got the spike.
Reyna killed. My ultimate is ready.
Enemy A.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
My eyes are down.
Spike planted.
Someone is mid.
Nothing to me. Danger. Over here. Down. Level 3. In my sight. Advancing guard. In your face. Die.
They'll get some tough.
Awesome.
Chuckling, I got it.
Not yet.
Reversal. Level 3. Danger. Reversal. Down. In your face. Great. Got you now. Over here. Air.
There.
Air combo.
Sorry to interrupt everyone. Just here to introduce myself. My name's Okay, so it was a person in a wingsuit